of right and left.
The US said it will ease the ban if the oil is sent to the island's small private sector and not to the government. Since US forces removed its close...
Yeah.
Ooh, it's Friday.
It is. It's Freestyle Friday. Welcome to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
And this is Qiana.
This program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project of the Community Development and Training Center, aka See That.
See that.
And we like to thank y'all for tuning in, helping us to redefine what's cool, because smart is
the new
gangster,
baby. And if you don't know,
now you know.
Now you know.
What's good, Q?
It's Friday.
It is.
I done made it to Friday.
We did make it to Friday. We made it by God's grace. Another day, another week, another opportunity to get it right.
Yep.
That means whatever you did yesterday or the day before that you thought was the worst thing ever,
it didn't kill you.
It wasn't that bad, and it didn't kill you. Yeah. So you got another chance. So what's good? What's on your mind for the Freestyle Friday?
You know what? Listen.
I'm trying to do this, but it ain't doing that. So
you say you're trying to do this, you're trying to do that.
But it ain't doing what I need to
do. Good morning, Tiffany. So you know what really is, because we were just talking about it. We can just kind of start off with that.
Let's go.
Them Harrises.
The Harris family.
They raised their boys right.
The Harris family is like really stepping in the paint. So I saw the what make me say the Harris family, right? Because I saw the first, I guess it was like T.I. song, but they was at the table with the whole family, and it was like T.I. with the family,
and T.I. shooting shots like, I got a family, I got a wife, I got children that mess with me, and I got a mom.
Yeah. Oh, God, that's crazy work.
It is crazy work.
But they did. I did see. So I saw the first video with him and his family, and I was like, that's kind of dope, right? So he at the table, they having dinner, T.I. talking his talk, and he said, I don't do memes, I do music,
right?
And so it's like he putting out a song every
time you say something about my wife,
he gonna put out a song.
And
he up to 4 of them now.
I think he might be at 5. I think he might be. I may be wrong, but listen.
Okay.
But I'm finna tell you, King kicked it off as the kids. It's like, he ain't going there with my mama, right?
Yeah.
And then King dropped a song, and he got a shirt with 50 Cent mama on
Oh,
his.
that's who was on that shirt.
Yeah, right. Oh, they not playing about their mama.
That's who was. That was 50 Cent mama on the shirt.
Yes,
That
boy.
is crazy.
And then you got Damani that slid in. You ain't even see it coming.
Yeah, see, I like the money. Like I just like his swag and just kind of.
If you listen to his music outside of this, like
Yeah.
he kind of give you like the J. Cole, but
Yeah,
like kind of like
he in his own world, own lane type thing.
yeah. So yeah. So I really like and 50. So
Happy
listen,
Friday. Nashia.
hey. No, but
that's
you
family, man.
that's family.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
look at that.
Yeah,
No, like he slid, and boy, did he give it to him.
he really did. That's it. Okay, so Tiffany put it in the chat. She said, "Listen to that oldest boy, Damani. He did that song, Miss Jackson. Yeah, that's been circulating, and then had the image of the house burning down. What was that all about?
So the alleged that 50 Cent set up his baby mama and his son to get robbed, and the house caught on fire. So that's why he kept on calling him Firebug.
Okay,
right?
Because like I said, I'm not all the way like clued into all of the subtleties.
Yes,
but yeah, it was definitely.
He say, "Do you whisper in his ear before he make a decision?"
Yeah, that's what he said about his mama.
Yeah, he told me, I know you rested.
Yeah.
I hate to bother you, but
yeah.
Now you risked your life to have him, and you know he's a legend. But are you happy with the legacy of your name?
So you really like that one. Oh my God! See, I ain't get like I said, it was just sent to me. I listened to it, but then I was like,
so this is the funny part. I put my mama on, right?
Okay.
Kind of with the thing.
Okay.
But then she sent me to Miss Jackson, right?
Okay, so you sent her the early one.
Yeah, I listened to it like in our ride. Like she listened to it. Then she said to me, then when we talked about it, I'm doing it. She talking about, I gotta go back and listen to it again.
I think I might have to do that too. I see Tiffany put it in the chat. So,
no, it's fire.
Yeah,
no, it's fire.
What y'all think? What's up with this Harris family 50 Cent thing? And then I saw something where they said he posted basically like he was going to deactivate his page or he turned the comments off or something. I
no, but I do think like he hit some really like Damani really hit some low points in there and just really kind of did some some therapy on him.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Work.
Yeah, Tom, like you 50 Cent more than you know Curtis.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? Like he really kind of
into the character. Yeah. Like you need to get to know yourself.
But you know what?
That too. Yeah.
But you know, these are two powerful people who have done great things regardless.
Sure.
In our community, 50 Cent has put people on. He has his series at the Power, so you can't take that from him. Right. You know what I mean? And that's his comeback because he can't say nothing with the music. Like, and everybody begging, please come back with it. You probably ain't gonna like it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
And he don't got no friends, so he don't got no ghostwriters for real that can come in there and like
give him something.
To come at him. You know,
he just gotta like stay like busy at work,
right? And so that's his comeback. Like I'm okay with my losses, but I'm signing my new agreement with with stars.
Just leave people alone though.
Yeah, really do.
Yeah. No, that was. And then what did he say? The thing that I saw with T.I., he said he don't make memes, he make music, and that was interesting. The right one, I liked it. That one. I saw a clip for I guess it was War. And then there was another one. When he was talking about how he don't give them white people no problems.
That was the one around the table. That wasn't. Yeah.
Okay.
Kiwi said she want her boys to stand behind me like that.
Right. Like them Harris boys standing behind Tiny. Yeah, that's right. and then Tip, she says Damani did the therapy approach, but still shut him down at the same time.
He said, listen, I'm a little bit more calmer than the people that's coming to your house. So let me try my approach. Like, I mean,
let me just try and talk.
Let me try to, because I'm trying to keep them calm, but don't mess with me. Yeah. Do your research on the Harris family, but start with me.
Oh my God! So that's what's happening in the culture.
The hip hop,
culture. What's up with Eric Benet? I see you saying something.
So
about
Eric Benet by far, is one of the funniest men. On the internet right now. Not only is he talented, he can sing. He's good eye candy. All right. And he funny and he political. Right. So that's really what makes
all of the full spectrum, whole human being.
Because he's kind of coming at you like, because he's definitely coming at wig. In his and the political aspect of it. Yeah.
I hear that.
And coming at him and everything that's happened political and the people who are standing behind like the pedophiles and the rapists and all this other stuff, and like you can't be a good person, and he just say what he want to say, like he be like F you, that's you don't thing. Like it, and he said, I'm a Libra, I'm about to be 60, I don't care, I'm gonna say what I want to say.
That's interesting.
And
that is something about getting older that give you a little bit of liberty and freedom.
Because it's like, who gonna check me, boo?
That's right. At a certain age, you get like over certain things. So it's Freestyle Friday, y'all.
We did not. You're so right. We did not say the views expressed.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Our off-air production. We just jumped right in. So just in case you don't know, we want you to know that the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club is an independently produced program. The views, opinions, and statements expressed by hosts, guests, or callers are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views, positions, or policies of KRFS Radio. 99 Jams is ownership, management, affiliates, sponsors, or partners. Thank you for that, my sunshine.
Yeah.
So I do have a Would You Rather.
Go ahead.
Let's do Would You Rather. And Would You Rather is brought to you by Jerish Martin, LLC. So when you're looking for high quality entertainment curation and top tier event stage management, look no further than Jerish Martin. Jerish Martin offers professional entertainment consulting, artist coordination, and event management services to bring your next event to life, ensuring a seamless, exciting experience for you and your audience. Would you rather? So would you rather be the parent who gave them roots or the one who gave them wings?
I'm channeling my Mr. Edmund, but I'm not going there, right?
Both,
right. I don't want to be. Can't decide. Yeah.
Roots and wings, right?
Since he's not here, I had to give the people a little bit of Mr. Edmund. Just a little bit of. You ain't gonna tell me I can't give them both?
I say both because see, I can do both. All right, so would you rather? What would you do? Would you do roots or wings?
I'm gonna say, so I really do want to say both, but if done properly, they can get it. So I'm gonna give them the roots that have the foundation so that they can eventually get their wings so they can fly out.
I see what you did there. I'm struggling with this one. I shouldn't be.
No, because ideally as a parent, you want to give them enough so that they can fly away from the nest so they can set their own roots somewhere else, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And so, but if you give them the roots of the foundation, eventually they will, blossom into what you want them to be.
I gotta sit with it.
So I'm kind of everywhere with it.
No, I see. You see, you doing both without doing both.
Yep.
Y'all help us out. Put it in the chat. Let us know, roots or wings. Which one? Would you rather be the parent that gave them roots or gave them wings? There we go. There we go. We
gave him some wings.
Right on time.
He had wings because he flew on in.
He flew on in. We're doing Would You Rather. And Would You Rather is
and we already did you, so you can't do you.
Both. We already took your spot.
So you
both already. So would you rather be the parent who gave them roots or the one who gave them wings?
Which roots though? Which roots y'all talking about?
Which roots y'all talking about? Perspective.
Which roots do you mean?
Which roots are the roots that you're talking about?
Go ahead.
I mean, roots. There's different definitions of roots.
Yeah, we might put the heebie-jeebies on you. Be careful.
So let me tell you. So
Don't call wrong.
Yeah, you got the wrong kind of roots.
You get the heebie-jeebies.
See that? How that happens?
Okay. This is what I do. So it's either give them the roots, like the family roots,
Okay.
and then the other one.
Wings. Go fly.
Oh yeah, I need both. I need you to be grounded in. I need both.
So I'm finna flip it. All right, I'm still sticking with roots, and this is
Okay,
what I'm
go
gonna
with
say
roots.
with roots.
Okay.
When I think of roots, because he came in here and think about it, I want to leave the
Okay.
generational wealth and something so my kids and my family has something of the
Okay.
legacy that they can live off on, and then they can still fly it. I'm still in
But
the
you can
same
still
thing.
fly it.
You
Okay.
can still fly it, but they have the roots and the foundation that they need so that they can be successful in life.
What the
So I'm
audience say?
going
They
with
saying
roots.
They saying roots. So my wife is roots. Tiffany is roots. She said roots, like Q say, can turn into wings.
Mhm.
Ooh, I like that.
Even say, I would rather be the parent who gave my children roots, a solid
I
foundation.
love it.
Good morning, Carla B. She says
Carla B.
she's out walking. So Carla B, what would you rather?
Get your steps up.
Would you rather be the parent who gives roots or the ones who give them wings? I think I'm gonna go with the roots too. I think I'm taking roots.
Roots to wings.
Yeah, roots can turn into wings.
Roots
Right?
to wings.
Yeah, because if you got wings,
So we all saying we all roots to wings.
Roots to
We united. I want y'all to take notes on the day.
Yeah, this is the historic
We
moment.
are united in the would you rather, and this should be documented.
It's a historic moment.
Somebody need to study this moment.
Yeah.
They only studying it because you just went, and you only went with it because we twisted so that everybody.
No, he got it.
I know. Yeah,
Roots to wings. though. I like roots to wings.
I was with that.
Because if you have the wings and you land, like where you land,
Where you gonna go? Yeah.
when you land, and them, I mean,
Ooh, even the birds are rooted.
they rooted somewhere.
They
got
tied
it.
to the tree. The next, they tied to it.
That's it. So yeah, I go with the roots. I remember, look, just story time with Brother John in the 2 minutes we got.
That's what your next. That's what your car.
Oh, can we?
Story time with Brother John.
At the lake.
Yeah. That's what we doing.
I'm telling you.
We got 2 minutes, so you about to say
No,
something?
it's
But
real quick.
okay, go ahead.
I mean,
No,
I can go
because
after the break if they want to remind.
No,
Y'all
because-
gotta have to remind me because
I got something to say about the wings too.
Okay, go ahead.
Because even if you're not rooted, when you get the wings, when you're cut too soon, you're always looking for your roots.
Okay.
You know what I
Trying to
mean?
find
Like
yourself, yeah.
you always trying to find yourself when you're cut too soon.
Yeah.
Like you know,
And that's
that's just kind of what just
that's a
came to mind.
hard road when you're trying to find yourself.
Like when
That's
you're looking,
heavy.
and then you have
Yeah.
this trauma that you have.
Yeah. Roots, they can build on the wings.
Yeah.
Are used and they fly back.
And
Blue.
the
Roots in
important
the foundation. Yeah.
and the important things about staying rooted and staying grounded, because people do have personality crisis.
Yeah.
People don't know who they are,
Mhm.
right? And I was writing about this in my book, and I said this, right, about being grounded in yourself, because knowing who you are helps you know what you are.
Yeah.
And people don't know what they are because they don't know who they are.
Yeah.
They never took the time to stay inside of themselves to find out who they really were.
Yeah.
And so now they don't know what they is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Lost.
You go with the way the wind blow. And what you just said was what I was gonna say. I went to a Bible study. This was like 97, 98. I had just joined the nation. I was in the mosque at the time, and I went to a Bible study at Wells Church.
Okay,
And his, I think it was either his mom
All
or his
Nations?
grandma. All Nations. I went to All Nations.
How long ago was it?
Late 90s. So
It
90s.
was his grandma.
So it was his grandma.
Mhm.
And she preached
Most
the sermon.
time-
The sermon she preached was on being rooted and grounded.
Mhm.
And that like gave me such an amazing perspective, and it was more to it, but we don't have time. But it was amazing. So validated at birth, Carla Bristol. You says wings may take you places your roots have never been.
What? Listen,
We're gonna talk about it after
we need
the
a
break.
human show.
So listen, after the break, we got some announcements. We're gonna recap. We never talked about the State of the Union. Yesterday they did the CBA meeting. We're gonna tell you about how that went. We got some. I think we got to ask Qiana. So it's Freestyle Friday. So y'all welcome to call in, but stick around. We'll be back about 6 or 7 minutes after the hour.
get tough.
All that and more coming up. Welcome to Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, the War and Peace Report. I'm Amy Goodman. U.S. and Iranian officials have concluded another round of indirect talks over
That's all right. We ain't said nothing. You
Yeah,
couldn't
we ain't
hear
said
anyway.
nothing.
There we
can't
go,
repeat. That's
baby,
it.
baby.
And if you don't know,
Now you know.
we are back. Thank y'all for tapping in. And before we go any further, we want you to know that the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club is an independently produced program. The views, opinions, and statements expressed by hosts, guests, or callers are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views, positions, or policies of Carafesta Radio, 99 Jams, its ownership, management, affiliates, or sponsors or partners. And that's when we got to pull out the
Put my mosquito mask on.
It is. So, okay, y'all know I'm Patty,
Freestyle
right?
Friday. What's
Go
good?
ahead.
So Patty is my daughter.
Okay.
yesterday. She be sending me these memes, right?
Okay. Okay.
And so she sent me one, and it was a song saying, like, it's officially like give your daughter some money day.
Oh.
Right. And it's the whole thing. Like, boo, 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 boo.
Okay.
She sent it to me. I cashed app her $1.
Oh, okay. Well,
you petty.
You did better than what I would have probably did.
Yeah.
Right.
You did the Peach Monero. You did the Peach Monero going to pay the daycare. I mean, the child support.
I did it. So Shane,
and it's to herself, right?
So I went and sent her $1 and told her to spend it wisely.
I mean, look, you a fool for that. Wait a minute.
You do got to think about how to spend $1.
Wait, hold on. Listen. So that level of petty needs to be studied, kind of like 50 Cent.
That level of petty needs to be. You got to examine that level of petty.
You got to check it out.
So before the break, and when we started, we were talking about the Harris family versus 50 Cent. It's bigger than T.I. right now. That's the whole family.
They done jumped that boy.
They done like jumped on him for real, and so we wanted to get Mr. Edmonds' take on what's happening. Mr. Edmonds, what you seeing with this Harris family?
So I think
50 Cent thing.
I think I'm glad that we talked about it again because they are dominating especially the black media world.
Yeah,
and
Black Twitter is what they call it. Yeah,
the reality is 50 Cent level of petty needs to be studied.
Okay,
he's been the most pettiest, close to billionaire probably ever, right? Mm-hmm. And
black, because Trump is that.
But they learned it from 50 them though.
Yeah,
they weren't doing that. Listen, come on, watch the track record. They weren't doing this before 50 them. No, they weren't tweaking like that and doing all that.
We have been for a long time.
But they got that from these guys, man. They was watching
got it from them.
All right, let's
because he old.
I don't know.
No, listen,
he old.
But no, black rappers influence general society.
Okay. That is true.
We absolutely are the most dominant culture as the way of culture. Okay, right? Okay. And 50 Cent actually was one who started this creation back when he was doing the baby mama stuff with Rick Ross. Back when he was taking all the pictures. You got to remember, 50 was the first one because people felt 50 had a staff putting all these memes and stuff together. Yeah. They felt 50 had an office for this. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? And now the Harris family has dethroned them.
The Harris family has dethroned 50 Cent
in spectacular fashion.
In trolling.
Listen, in spectacular fashion. It's to the point we're saying off the break.
He said you got the right one.
Damani say I can understand you never had a mama or a dad.
Yeah.
King said.
Oh, let me say it again because I guess we was off the air when we said it. So I want to say it again. The views expressed.
No, you said it when we came. Yeah, we did.
Sure
you know it's real when we got to double check.
Yeah, we got to double check and
the disclaimer. But for real.
But just in case you missed it, the views expressed is our own.
I'm gonna put it at the bottom. So
and 50 Cent was really on top of this trolling thing. Yeah. Right before this, he was just trolling with somebody who he demolished again. Okay. And I think the people want to see 50 take a fall right now. So they are raveling. Everybody like to see the bully get beat up. Even if you hang with the songs, ain't it? Even when you hang with the bully.
That's one of T.I. songs.
He did 5 songs. His son did
one of them is about like beating up the bully.
Listen, they got an EP right now. They have a 50 Cent diss EP by the Harris family. I might need to put it together if I can get all the tracks.
I wish I could book. I wish I can book the Harris 5.
The Jackson 5, the Harris 5, the pull up.
I wonder what the audience thinks about this beef. Yeah, I really think it is a sign of social disorder. Yeah. Not only by the people who doing it, the participants. Yeah. But the people who are watching.
Is the Harris family doing too much, y'all?
No.
Are they going too far?
Yeah, no.
They going
let
us
know. Put it in chat. Do you think the Harris family is going too far?
They're going ghetto. They're going ghetto.
Okay. No, you want me to tell you why I don't think, because they always stay quiet, right? Like they if you look at quiet, they don't really unless you say something to their people, like you know what I mean? They kind of keep in their little area, they go build their houses, they got some affordable apartments. Really like they out here really like working and doing, they just won the big lawsuit because they got their kids money for the Bratz dolls, and so they kind of stay when stuff hit. Right.
Yeah,
So when you
doggone T.I. out here doing comedy, he's just living his best life.
Right.
Doing
So
stand up for real. Just
and you don't
and
you don't never
with the meme.
Yeah.
and you go way back when like T.I. went to jail.
Yeah.
Right when he went to prison and 50 came out and said something then, right? Y'all may not
remember that.
So
Yeah,
50 was like no,
that's
not no. They was saying 50 was like, oh, your girl should have took the charge because she know. And T.I. was like, nah, like I ain't never sending my lady in.
Yeah.
Like I don't care what happened.
Yeah,
like
with the guns things.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. So put it in the chat. Let us know. Do y'all think that they're going too far in their response to 50 Cent with this thing? And
I don't.
In other news,
you got any politics with Mr. Evans?
Oh man,
what's happening in the political space on this
right now? Right now in politics, we getting ready for a mayor's race.
Okay.
On both sides of the bay.
Yeah.
St. Petersburg and Tampa are having mayor's elections this year. So I want y'all to take the time and be informed. Get to know your candidates. Find out what issues are important to you and how can they help you with your issues. Because one of the number one things I learned about advocacy is that a lot of people don't know how or who can help them solve their issue.
Yeah.
And we working on Neighborhood Strong initiative, quality of life for Child's Park and future the greater St. Petersburg area. But the reality is through this process, we already knew, but we also relearned that people have issues, but they don't know who to go to fix the issues. Like I have a problem with a pothole in my road. Right. And I go and tell my city council member, true indeed, my city council member may can help.
Okay.
He might can. But the reality is that's not that man's job. Yeah. I need to find a department that works on the roads and talk to the people in that department. That'll be a quicker way to getting it done than going to my city council member. Yeah. And helping people understand that and learn that as we go into this election season. So we know what the mayors can do. We know what the city council members can and can't do. We can really be more informed because a lot of times this has been popularity contests. Yeah. And in our community is suffering. The Black community in South St. P has dwindled in the last 5 years. And this is a situation that we have to work on. And if it is the mayor who can do it, if it ain't the city council who can do it, maybe they both can work on it together. Yeah. See, maybe we can have two representatives on our side for the issues that impact us the most if we organize and realize the power of our vote.
That's what's up.
Right on, my brother.
I mean, so the power, I like that, the power of our vote, right? But also,
magazine.
It is. Beep, 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 beep. Also, what I'm practicing this election season, I'm taking out my personal like attachments to people.
Okay. Ooh.
Because a lot of times you vote with I typically vote with policies, right?
Yeah.
But also most people vote with the people they're comfortable with and they like. Right. Yeah. And what you're learning is just because you like and respect somebody don't mean that they're good for the job.
Ooh. Oh, let me put that in the chat. That's
just because you like and respect somebody doesn't mean they're good for the job. And I think that this is a Black community, Black history moment. This the last day of Black history moment.
And I'm not saying and this is just a blanket statement. This ain't because when you replay this and y'all talking behind closed doors, I'm not shooting shots at nobody because
get down.
Let me just say that. I just want to,
man. I believe it's in the Cinderella story. If the shoe fit, put it on.
Yeah, but if it ain't, but if it ain't, then pass it on. Because I'm not. This ain't got nothing to do with a black or white or this is just our community at this point that I'm looking at.
That's right.
And I will tell you, last year has showed me that like me liking and respect people then put me in situations I never want to be in.
Okay. Ooh. Yeah.
And so the good thing about life teach you lessons and either you learn them or you repeat them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I'm not in the business of repeating mistakes that I can fix.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, that's
I'm in that space too, Q. You know, you're right about that. You know, we talked about this one time before, like how you give the benefit of the doubt, but then what do you do when the doubt has been removed? Like you
then you no longer get that benefit.
Yeah, you
that
gotta make a
person
decision.
no longer
Yeah.
gets the benefit of the
You
doubt.
gotta make a
That person
decision.
no longer
Yeah.
gets the benefit of the doubt.
You really have to
You
make a
don't get it.
decision when you get to that space. Charlie Funk, what's
Good
good?
morning.
Thanks
Oh,
for the-
Charlie just
the
had a
funk
birthday
star.
too.
Happy birthday.
Happy belated birthday.
So you listen to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club right here on 99 Gems. We talking about doing politics with Mr. Edmond, talking about the upcoming electoral cycle.
Yeah.
And Ruby says vote for policy, not people.
Mm-hmm.
And then Q said, just because you like and respect someone, that doesn't mean that they're good for the job. So you got to know the policy, though. In order to vote for the policy and not the people, you got to have an understanding of what these policies are.
So get educated.
Yeah, to your point, like a lot of times people don't really understand what's being proposed, what's being put out,
Or how it impacts them.
Yeah,
because a lot of times this information is housed by the power structure, and if you don't know how to pick the lock of the information door, you sometimes are locked out.
Yeah,
like when we was dealing with the Tropicana situation, and you know it was a lot of rumors about this misinformation, that misinformation.
Yeah,
but the reality is a lot of the people that were involved never even read the contract. They never even truly looked at the proposal.
Yeah,
they didn't look at the names on the proposal. They didn't look the names up and see that the companies were just formed 30 days before the contract was agreed.
Yeah,
and that the Rays did not get into this deal. It was Stadium Co. and it was Team Co.
Yeah,
and these are companies that nobody has heard of.
Right.
They don't have a track record in St. Pete. They are not the community ambassadors or the community partners that they were heralded to be, because they were just formed.
Right.
And that's why it was so easy for them to walk away. And to be honest, that's because information was hoarded and not given out to just disseminate it to the people in a way that they can use it.
Right.
And that almost cost the city of St. Pete gravely.
Yeah.
And now as we walk back into this same mistake again, with this new RFP or this new unsolicited bid, the largest unsolicited bid in these United States in the downtown corridor. And we have to realize, hey, wait, hold on, what they're not telling me, what's not going on, what information is missing, right? The speech was pretty, right? I love to hear about everything, but what I, number one, because I went to the State of the Union.
State of the Union,
I went
State
to the
city.
State of the city, my bad.
Yeah. Okay. Tell me about your experience.
I'm taking my jacket off.
Tell me about the state of the city, my brother.
So the state of the city for me, honestly, you know, I love the performance. I love the pageantry, but I scrutinize the pageant.
Okay.
See, and as I was scrutinizing the pageant, I realized that the most important information wasn't mentioned.
Okay.
Not in a way that informs the community. So maybe it wasn't the state of the city that this type of conversation should happen. It may need to be a different conversation. It may need to be a town hall.
Okay.
Not a campaign town hall, right? But a city town hall
where you really can engage with people and the constituents about the state of the city.
But isn't that what the state of the city is supposed to be about?
It's rosy.
Those are usually victory laps. So we got a few things on that. We got the state of the city and we got the state of the union that just happened too earlier this week. And we can get into that too. But some of the cliff notes and highlights from the state of the city. So when you talk about like kind of painting the rosy picture, one of the things that was talked about was like the youth and workforce development investments. And the mayor was highlighting how there's been 45 graduates from the mayor's Future Ready Academy.
Okay.
There was $1 million in youth opportunity grants. That was through ARPA. The libraries have engaged over 18,000 youth. There's a Camp Ignite is what they call it, where they're working to get girls involved in the fire and EMS careers. I think it was working with Urban League on that. And then there's Camp Bullseye, which is a STEM collaboration with USF. And so the administration was clearly like tying the youth investments to workforce development. But here's the thing that we have to start doing. Like once you hear these stats, now you got to ask, are these programs reaching the youth who really need them the most?
You read my mind.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's how you like that's the double click. So these are great programs, but are these programs reaching the youth who need them the most? And then if they are, then you can start to say, okay, let's say that. But don't just, put these rosy numbers out. And we know just from being there, because I was one of the youth who stood across the street from the park and all of the programming that was going on in the park. It was because them people, mama would actually take them over there and sign them up. But my mama was like, man, she wasn't coming over there.
And you couldn't go unless your parents signed you up.
Go unless they signed you up. I couldn't go sign myself up. You know what I'm saying? Even if I wanted to go, And that's what happened. I wanted to go, but she wouldn't go do what it took to get me there. And I love my mama, but she just wasn't going to do that.
Right.
And so what happens is now I make up in my mind, well, I don't want to do it no way.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's my reaction to it, because I want to do it, but she won't put me in. And so now you got all the camp kids, all of these kids, but like I want to be in there too. But
so here we go. Where is the happy medium? Because like in this scenario, what could have helped you get it? Because if you got it, because
the kids just go over there and be a part of without the requirements, just like a kid goes to the park, and the parents not there.
You can't do that though.
I mean,
you can't just open the door, let them in, say, "Come on."
Yes, you can.
Not for a program, because listen, and let me tell you, no. Let me tell you why.
Yeah.
When you have, and this is just my thoughts. Something happened to your child that you just open up the door and just let them in for a program that you're doing. Who's gonna be in trouble now? Because who's gonna be in trouble? Your child get hurt over there.
The parent is in trouble.
No,
they're in trouble either way.
No. The parent. No,
if I go to the park.
No, what I'm saying
Who's
is
in trouble if something happens if I go to the park and something happens to me.
But that's different.
If I'm standing across the street from the park and something happened to me,
who's responsible?
Yeah,
no,
responsible.
I'm talking about a program.
So if I go into the program and something happens,
because now because I'm the adult, I'm supervising it, right? Okay. This is no longer you just at the park playing by yourself.
Yeah.
Now you're coming into a program. Now this is just me.
No, I hear that.
I mean the program, and I understand.
But you got risk that coverage. You got risk versus reward.
Yes, you need to get that coverage. We got what they call radar kids that absolutely need that service without a parent signing them up.
So that's the problem.
When they get in the police, when they get in that car with the keys in it, their parents ain't give them permission to do that. But everybody else is going to pay for that consequences.
But what I get what you're saying, but what happened is typically, and not all, but the parent who's not going over there to sign their kid up for the program is also the parent that's not holding your kids responsible for the actions sometimes that they're doing. And so your child get hurt and now you're looking for the payout. Now I'm trying to help your child and now I'm screwed. And so this is where the liability come from and say, no, the parent said it's okay for them to be there.
So let's move this forward. So here's an opportunity for somebody. JB, what's good? Mama Blue said liability. What I'm thinking is like this is an opportunity for a policymaker.
Yeah,
that's a great problem that can be solved with policy, because you can say, okay, well here's a problem that we have, right? And then here's a policy that we have, and our policy is preventing children who want to come in from coming in because their parents won't sign them up. So now what's the happy medium, as you mentioned? What's the policy that we can put in place to say, okay, if we open the doors for these children and allow them to come in, we're going to accept partial responsibility. Like it's a way that you can solve that problem.
Little people, because
you can solve that problem.
They do it.
You got to be open to solutions, though.
I'm not saying.
Then we keep kids across the street.
But they do it every day when kids go to school.
Yeah.
No, you don't. When they go to
sign them little yellow cards.
Yeah, you sign the cards. You got to
still, code of conduct.
But you're still.
But if you don't send it back, they don't
listen. But you're still.
No, they be on your
to go to school. You ain't got to sign pretty much nothing, right?
I was about to say that. So if you don't sign them things, they'll make you not. They'll make you not come home.
Half the schools will be empty because the parents ain't signing it.
Yeah.
So stop playing. So
no. You signed yours, right?
I do, but I ain't always.
But you signed somebody. Your wife probably signed it. No, because they be on your tab. They call. They send over letters.
You're a good parent. You're a good parent because I'm finna tell you. There are children there's parents who have zero contact with the system. Zero. The only contact they have is that their children get on that bus. Period. When they call, they don't get nobody. When the kid is sick, they don't get nobody. So you can't tell me that coverage is over that. What it is you do it for what you want.
Yeah.
The system will allow you to do it for what they see beneficial, and to go to school and to get indoctrinated. That's worth the value to them. They'll take the chance. They'll take the chance of the lawsuit of you getting hurt at school.
No, you know what? But somebody really.
Let me say this, because I want to say this about the code. I remember one year intentionally not signing the code of conduct, because that's when they were talking about the school. They were talking about the school to prison pipeline and all of the like we was on our working with Dream Defenders and with Kids Not Criminals. And then I started actually looking at what you were signing in that code of conduct, and I consciously not signed it. Ain't nobody called me saying, hey, we didn't get the code of conduct, that page that you got. They did not call me. So I can say, no, I didn't always sign
I got a story. So I was in a court order program, right? And just like, school and stuff, you got to sign all the documents. Your parents got to sign all the documents. So God bless Dad, me and my mama was tight on some of this stuff, right? So we in the thing, and me, Bud John, I read all the papers.
Yeah.
So she asked me to read the papers before she signed it. So I'm going through the papers like, okay, we ain't signing this one, we ain't signing that one. And so the people's like, we can't let you in the program because of liability sake. Then they had to go in the huddle in the back and say, oh, he's court ordered. We can't turn him down.
Wow.
We got to let him in. So
whether you sign it or
and
not.
you know what happened? When it came to the end of the program and I was having problems with them people, they couldn't discipline me because they couldn't weed test me.
Yeah.
Because I didn't sign none of the papers.
Yeah.
Only papers I signed was the papers that absolutely made me have to be there and sleep in their bed.
Yeah.
We signed that paper. All them other papers, we ain't signing.
Yeah.
They say, oh, we ain't never had nobody read through all the papers, Jabbar. Oh, yeah. So this day, and they don't say I gotta sign it nowhere on here.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't say that though. They don't say we got to sign this. This one it says we have to sign. It says a requirement right here.
Yeah.
But the other one it don't. And you know what? The people let me in because it was advantageous for them in their program, and I was just a dollar sign. See, I was a part of a number system that helped them get paid. You get what I'm saying? And when we dealing with troubled youth, I think we need to pull out all the stops. We need to make all the resources available. I'm talking to somebody tag chief of police and the deputies and all them.
I'm with trying to find a solution. I'm with finding a solution. I'm with going to the parents' house, knocking on the doors. Please sign this for them to be a part of the program, right?
And I'm with look, they don't sign it.
But
we've done worse to children than not let them come in.
Right, but being on the flip side, you done seen where your kindness have really.
But that's one in how many?
But you
that's one in how many?
One in how many? But when that one does happen, it can.
You pay insurance for that.
But I'm saying that can end the whole program. You got 50 kids that you're helping, and then you're out here giving a pass to the one.
Right.
And then this one go in there and blow up the whole program. Like you got to think of the bigger picture. And I'm not saying that
deep end though. So
because we're going to the deep end. I'm not governed by fear.
Yes, it is because the first thing you said is you're scared of getting sued. That is putting your programming ideas inside of the fear zone. Because
I believe with caution and not fear, and I say that all the time. We talked about it, and so with it like
caution is fear. It's just a lesser degree. Caution is a part of fear.
No, that's is caution the same as fear?
No,
part of it.
Because when I stop at the red,
so you don't feel caution before you get fear.
No, listen. I know that. Listen, when I'm not fearful when I get out on the road, but I look at I'm cautious. I look at every driver that gets on there. Like when somebody's swerving and stuff.
So you're a little paranoid.
No, I'm not paranoid. No.
Good driving. So if you just
I got a great driving record.
So if you're just tuning in, and I'm gonna come back to that. If you're just tuning in, we were talking about the state of the city, and one of the things that was highlighted during the state of the city address by the mayor was the number of youth that have been served in some of these programs. And then we asked the question, are these programs reaching the youth who really need them the most? And what we started talking about was how you have youth who may be disconnected from these programs because their parents won't sign them up. And what we are debating right now is, should the policy change to allow these children to be signed up to come into these programs without their parents' permission? Q is saying no because of the liability. I'm on the other side of that because I'm thinking like, okay, the chances of this one person or two people happening, I think it's worth the risk when you got 50 or 100 kids out here that can benefit from the program. And like you don't like what you said. That's why I said I was going to come back to it. Like, you're a good driver. You got a clean driving records. And it's probably like that with the program. Like if I walk myself into a program, I'm probably going to be better in that program than if, somebody made me go or they signed me up. But if I took the initiative, and if something happened, then I think they should have some type of insurance. They should have some type of that policy in place to account for the percentage of children who may have something.
And I'm okay. So I'm okay with them. I'm okay with them. So here we go. I'm okay with kids going in there and kind of putting it like saying I want to be a participant, right?
Right.
Because just like Jabbar said, and this is like me going back and forth.
Yeah.
When you go to the programs, I know that like my nephew, my sister begged because he was horrible at one point, right?
Yeah.
Like I need to get him in the program, and they was like, "Well, he got to sign for himself.
Okay.
If he don't sign up, he can't go, right?"
Yeah.
And then now mind you, the parent is saying like, no, the only way that he can go to this program without signing for himself, a judge had to, court order. But but the same person can't go to the doctor.
Come on.
And get the treatment without his mama.
Yeah.
Right. And so
it's double standard.
Right. So I mean, we do need to have a happy medium. So like I'm not all the way that, but I also am like parents need to be parents. Not saying your mom wasn't no parent. You know what I mean? But
parents
stuff she did and
but
stuff
parenting
she
is
didn't do.
Parenting is subjective. And because I don't sign my kid up to a program, don't automatically turn into bad parents.
No, it doesn't.
Speaking of signing kids up to programs, you can sign them up for the Competitive Readers Coalition. You can go to www.crcbooks.org. And they're in the chat. Shout out to T. He says, we're solving the problem and having these kids sign up for productive programs inside the barbershop. They are the modern day resource centers. Most parents have no trust in the system. They need to be motivated and inspired to get the kids involved.
And so I thank you for that, T, because we have to really factor in a lot of these parents have the side effects of oppression. They've been oppressed all their life, right? And they are in situations and scenarios that preclude them from sometimes participating like a traditional parenting should. And not to bash them, but to acknowledge, okay, you did go through trauma. You did get locked up in school. You did go on school to prison pipeline. That's why you don't want to talk to my teacher. That's why you don't want me to walk across through the park, because you got arrested in the park when you was a kid. And those traumas play out in conversations and things we do as we grow up. And some of these parents going through that. If we really want to help those kids, those radar kids, those kids that are on the fringes of going to prison, or those young men who've been to prison and back home, if we really want to help them, we have to change policies, small P and big P, because how it was structured was to keep people like me out the program.
Yeah,
they your parents ain't coming to pick you up, and your parents ain't gonna talk to you. I don't want you in the program because you're gonna taint all the rest of the kids.
But you know what I will tell you is that there's sometimes how I want to say this, the will of the person.
Okay.
We think about like all these programs and we want to help everybody, but some people just don't want to be helped.
You say he went to PAL and Salvation Army without consent. And then Charlie Funk was bearing witness to what Mr. Edmond was saying. He said there's a lot of parents that have been traumatized by the growing process, and it stunts their children's growth sometimes.
It does.
Yeah,
I see it all the time.
Yeah.
You see these adults that still is imprisoned by their childhood.
Okay, so here's my daughter. She's in the chat too. Welcome to the conversation, Gigi. She says caution is being wise, and then a lot of parents don't have money for their children to attend the camp.
Oh, that's why.
So they make an excuse on signing them up for the program. I mean, we went to camp, but that's how you meet a lot of different people from all over the city.
Yeah,
but that's a real thing that she's introduced.
She said that
it may be a cost to the kids.
They ain't gonna say I ain't got the money.
They just gonna say I ain't.
Go sit your butt down.
Yeah.
It is. It's surprising.
That's right.
And just cut the conversation short, and don't tell you the whole rationale.
That they really just got the money to do it. Yeah.
And
thank you for
Gigi.
that.
But I will tell you, thank you, Gigi. But a lot of these programs, I will tell you, a lot of these programs, but we're not researching also, right?
Okay.
A lot of these programs have like offsets to help people who can't afford them.
When you ain't got the money, you don't even go see.
That's what I'm saying. But this is when you're doing research.
When I ain't got the money, you don't go see that it's a selling dealer.
Yeah.
You ain't got the money to go there. You know what I'm saying? So the selling dealers don't help me because I ain't going.
I will tell you this.
I want to talk about economic development. That was another part of it.
We can talk about this. Y'all know I was a teen parent.
Yeah.
So you know when Cheyenne was growing up, I ain't have no money.
She ain't had no money for real.
Oh, that's what teen parent means.
Teen parent means you ain't got no money. You ain't got no money for all of that.
Big shouts out to all
you gotta create your own program.
We love you.
No, I'm gonna tell you because and I get it, and I know that we have these hurdles, and so but there's a will, there's a way. Like Mama Blue came in, and there's so many programs that I probably couldn't have. Cheyenne went to Ruth Eckerd Hall. Now I had to get her to Clearwater, and I did that, and thank you for my family. But the scholarship paid for her to do those because I was looking like I knew that I wanted to make sure my daughter had a foundation, regardless if and I get it. You finna come on the other side.
Hold on. She Gigi on the road. She said the trips cost, the foods cost. Sometimes only enough space for so many children that already attend.
So Gigi done seen this before.
And I get it. I get it. It's a lot. It is a lot. And like not one conversation is gonna fix it, right? And not one solution is gonna fix everybody's name because like again, I only had one child.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That I had to right. And it's easier to figure out one child than right. Yeah. You know,
that was our Friday Night Right thing. That's why Friday Night Done Right. That's why we said, man, let these children come in.
What was the, hey, bro, John? What was the application we sent back to parents?
It was a flyer saying send them. And people was on our head about that.
Hey, listen,
they was like, we need the parents to be here with these kids.
Listen, and we had to really change that dynamic because we said, look, we have the staff here, we have the professionals here. We're going to work to the professionals' limit. We're not going to push them past, and we're going to bring volunteers to supplement the professionals. So not only did we provide a safe spot for the kids that help influence a lot of things that's going on in the city, but we also were able to get around that need for the parents to actually, because we seen kid lost his life on that next corner. His mama didn't give him permission to do that. And we know things are happening. And like you were saying, the problem is a lot of people's will is broken. And we don't account for that in our programming outlines. We don't think about the people whose will has been broken.
I get it. I get it. Because
I had a whole other thing, but I want to.
Yeah, we got economic.
Let's do the economic development and arts.
Because this is a deep conversation. Because we're kind of like going in on it because we do need to create these safe spaces.
Carry on then.
No, because we do need to create these safe spaces without. Because when we were thinking about it, like I'm like, I done had a whole bunch of teen events. Where parents ain't signed them up, they may drop them off. But I created safe spaces because I wanted my daughter to have a safe space to go to.
And you wasn't worrying about no liability or nothing.
No, I wasn't. So I'm thinking about it like on that. Like I had tons of teen parties.
And
you ain't say, hey, you can't come in because your mama won't.
Your mama ain't sign this thing. You right. Go tell your mama to sign this.
Yeah.
But you knew that you was gonna be. They was gonna be all right.
They was gonna be all right.
I mean, of course, you creating a safe space. You're gonna take all of the precautions. You can't cover all of the base. That's what I'm saying.
Because these
institutions. These institutions need to adopt that same model because, like, tons of kids ain't getting hurt in these programs. But you worried about what if the kids get hurt? But
he right.
Like all of these kids ain't getting hurt.
But I'm gonna mix it. I'm gonna mix it, and I'm gonna keep it professional because you're absolutely right. It only takes one time. And one person, and you don't want that to be your child. So there needs to be a balancing act. Not so much on the one side,
right?
Governed by fear, right? Because we're so scared that we can't help the people who need the help the most, right?
Or cautious. How do you define it?
Whatever. And then, but the reality is, because I was one of those kids, right? And the honest to God, right? I needed all the access to those opportunities as possible, so I could have flourished. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sitting here learning things about myself that I should have known at camp, but I didn't go to camp. See, we was at the trap. See, the trap was my camp, and if camp would have been provided in a proper way, I probably would have chose camp over the trap.
Ooh, you know what? I learned how to use a screwdriver too, but it wasn't in camp. It wasn't the screws. I was learning how to use
the pop the lock,
and do some stuff. Because you're right, my camp was with the kids who mama wouldn't take them over there, so we formed our own camp.
Thank you, and that's what we got to stop. The camps that they're forming are called gangs.
That's what they name them. Yeah. But we're gonna change the name of the gangs to camp.
So speaking of games for the kids,
and one of them
March 14th.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Child's Park.
Yes.
All four corners of the park will be taken over. All four corners of the park. We're gonna do the family field day. Big shots out to everybody involved. Big shots out to the people who inspired this in the past, present, and future. Right? Because this family field day will be a place for the entire family, free. You can come. You can play kickball. You can play basketball. You can play tennis. Rod, we need you. We can play. You can play.
Right on.
Listen, we're gonna have food. We're gonna have options on the inside. We have the entire facility. We're gonna have food. We're gonna be displaying the first community kitchen concept that came out of Child's Park, and we're gonna show y'all how we intend to do this. Right. And the reality is, it's not just for Child's Park. This is for the entire city. This is for the whole community. We're going to send registration forms out later this week.
Sign or not sign?
Yeah.
No, but actually,
you register for food. Yeah. We might have T-shirts. We might have a gift bag for you. It's not signing for permission, but there will be a waiver attached.
Okay.
And when we say this, the family field day, so there's options for the seniors as well, because they keep saying that, the seniors are left out. It's family, everybody. So please
jump shot on pop.
Right. So they will be having like yoga, some dance classes, Zumba. Yeah. So everybody is welcome to come out.
Qiana coming to do some Tai Chi.
See, there you go.
Listen, and I'm gonna do that Tai Chi.
Oh, that's good too.
That yoga, listen, I'm gonna tell y'all, and I ain't gonna steal the thunder. The yoga, the Tai Chi stuff. Listen, y'all have to get into this. This helps you with strength. I thought it was I thought it was for girls.
You thought yoga?
Listen, big shots out to Trestlin for really going hard with this health committee. She's been able to get me involved, right? And I told her, and this is not symbolic involvement. I'm really involved. She's really gotten me involved. Right. I'm doing the walking. I'm doing 20, 30,000 steps at a time. She's really gotten me involved, and she's helping oversee this family field day. And y'all come get active. Even if you don't do nothing but come out, we're gonna walk and talk and hand out some flyers later this week, next week, and the week after. You can help volunteer. You can help sponsor. You want to sponsor some Gatorade? Shoot it. If you want to sponsor, a couple kids to jump off the bounce house. I don't know if Tasco pulled up, but
in the bounce house, not off it.
Okay.
But Charlie,
I miss Joe, man. God bless his soul.
Yeah, that's right.
Because we had a whole bounce house on one speed dial, man. God bless Joe. Man, tell Joe people to hit me up, man. We're gonna keep this going, man.
Charlie Funk says yoga Tai Chi. I live by it. I swear by it. I've been doing yoga since I was 12 years old.
I just learned. Yeah. I just learned. I be going to the water sometime and doing my little
yoga. Not easy either.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's a strength builder. And I noticed it when I was doing it, and my legs were shaking. And I'm like, golly, why my legs shaking? Oh, because you ain't got your core strength.
Right.
And that's an important part of life. That's why the people who do yoga and stuff have longer lifespans, because you're helping your core. And your core is what's holding your body up. It's holding your body together.
Yeah. Another piece that I came to appreciate was just the aspect of breathing. Like really intentionally breathing.
I like that, brother.
Because you focus on like building all of these other muscles and doing all of these things, and you take for granted
we have breathing.
Yeah. Like you can go without food for a few days, you can go without water for a little while, but how long can you go without breathing?
That's why the ancestors worship the air.
Come on.
That's why they worship it.
Think about that though. How long can you go with Q finna do it? And I hope you don't pass. She can see right on air how long she can go without breathing. But but it ain't as long as you can go without all these other things, which means that breathing is very significant. So practicing doing that also should be a part of your health.
I used to try to hold my breath, like, because I'm a swimmer, right? A part of like swimming and going in and holding your breath. And I just just watched this documentary, a movie about deep dive.
Okay.
And them going all the way down swimming without no air. And
yes, the free fall dive with a tank.
Yeah.
And then they be pushing someone fall out of there.
Like when they come.
That's what you gonna do. But then when the children do it on TikTok, you call them crazy.
Ooh.
But you build a whole industry around diving in water, passing out for fun.
No, they don't pass out.
These are the experts. These are the experts.
They train. You got to be. You can't just be out here just jumping.
But I want to say this.
Stupid is what stupid does.
I want to say this real quick. By breathing, breathing is food for your brain and your blood cells.
Mm-hmm.
And in society, if you notice yourself right now, we take short breaths.
Mm-hmm.
We have learned to survive off maybe 10 to 25% of the oxygen our brain and bodies needs to be healthy and functional. That's why yoga is such an amazing thing for the body, because now you're taking in the air with the breathing techniques that actually helps your brain. It helps you think. It helps your cognitive abilities. See, I've been doing this studying and I learned. Right. So listen, I actually
how's that funny? That shouldn't be funny.
Listen, man.
Yeah. The only reason why, no. Only reason why it's funny, and I can only say this because it's my brother.
I'm laughing too, and I don't know why. When the brothers say, "Look, man, I studied
no, because it don't matter what topic we on.
Okay, that's make it funny. You're an expert at everything.
You don't know.
Okay, I'm finna move this from here. Yeah, I studied how to move stuff from here to there, and I'm an expert at moving this.
You might not know this about me,
but I'm gonna move stuff up from there. I'll move stuff with the best of them, and I can tell you how to move stuff from here to there.
Listen, that's laughing, man. Listen, man, y'all laughing, man. Listen, man. This is important. It's important because see, I was writing in my book, right?
And there you go.
I was.
And everything in the book. Everything in the book.
I'm doing like that. You in the book. You write the Bible. You really
listen, but you're right.
We can't wait to get this book.
Listen, but you're right. It is like biblical. It's like all, but it's not like religious biblical. The volume, the sheer volume is astonishing. But listen, and as I was writing, I said to myself, you haven't took a deep breath in months.
Wow. Yeah.
And this is what I said to myself. This is what introspective work does. Because you're able to really look at yourself and really be inside yourself. And then guess what I did? The next thing I did, I took several deep breaths. And it felt like tons of bricks were taken off of my shoulders. And then I thought about it. I said, how long have I been carrying this weight of not just taking a deep breath?
Yeah.
I ain't talking about analyzing all my issues. I'm talking about just the basic.
Yeah. If
you're listening to me right now on the radio, how many deep breaths have you taken this morning?
Yeah.
Probably none.
I ain't counting them, but I do it every morning. Like
maybe you're young.
That's a part of my regimen, because I realized that too a few years ago, and like I incorporate that in like before I do anything in my day, like
deep breath,
like I got a whole you got to do it. You got to sit, be quiet, kind of let your
the meditation,
like real deal, like do it. So yeah, I've been intentional with that because I realized that too. Like I realized I had that same cognition. And I was like, I'm finna change this. And so now it's a part of my daily regimen. Like I gotta sit, be quiet. And before
I might have to put that on my calendar.
Yeah.
I got rest, relaxation, and I was gonna add the 5 things. Because listen, it seems like everything I put on my calendar get done.
Okay.
That's usually what the calendar.
A large percentage, not everything. But a large percentage. And the reason I can check, because I've been putting stuff on my calendar. And so I can go backwards. A calendar is a time machine. You can go backwards and forward. And depending on the detailedness of your calendar, it can almost be a journal. It can be it can be a multifaceted tool. And the reality is, put it on your calendar.
Put it on your, put it not only put it on your calendar.
I was just about to put the hashtag up. So it's Freestyle Friday, y'all. and with the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. We got 8 minutes left too, and so I just no.
Go ahead.
No, I don't have a Ask Qiana, but it was just a couple of other things that we said we was going to talk about.
That's what I say. Go get it.
So it was the community benefits agreement. We talked about the community benefits agreement, the proposed changes that they were making,
and we showed it. We showed it live on Watch Party.
Yep. So you was able to see it.
People
missed
watching.
Yeah.
Thank y'all.
I appreciate that. Because it is, and we getting the notes that people are
they love
like they tuning in.
So
and
I will
the
tell
watch
you,
parties. Yeah,
when you watch it, you watch it with a little pride, right?
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie.
Okay,
because I don't know if it's a Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, right? That told people to pay attention to how people feel, but I really kind of feel from the part that I watched, they were about the community.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they did. They came in. They did what we wanted them to do yesterday. Right. Like the way that they showed up in that. Yeah, the way that they showed up in that committee.
I'm kind of feeling.
No, the way that
they went to committee though. I mean, it went to the full council.
So they're going to it's going to the committee of whole.
Right.
So that's not the full council.
It's not the full council.
Thank you, brother John.
Yeah. The vote. The vote. So what happens is you workshop it in a small committee, but then the people who are interested in that issue or really passionate about that issue, they don't have a vote. And so for that committee yesterday, you saw that Councilmember Gabbard was not on the committee. She's been one of the most vocal about
but that's not her committee.
But that's not her committee. And so what her suggestion?
I ain't see Corey there or Mike.
He got there late. Okay. And Mike, I don't know if he was there. I don't remember, but we can go back and watch it. But what happens is if there's a decision being made in that committee and you're not on that committee, you can't vote. And so what she did was she said, I want to move it to a committee of the whole so that all of us can workshop it. And then all of us can vote. You know what I'm saying?
That's knowing what you're doing now.
Yeah.
Some people don't know.
Yeah, just knowing the rules of the game.
Yeah.
How they
and how to play it. Because what I thought happened wasn't what happened, so I ain't going to go there.
Okay.
I don't want to confuse people.
Yes.
Right? So we're just going to talk about what happened. Okay. Not what I thought happened.
Okay.
Because I thought something else happened. And I'm glad to hear this. Because I was concerned, man, because this is something that really matters to the community.
It is.
And the community benefits, even though a lot of community citizens don't know what the community benefits agreement is.
Yeah.
They don't know when it was signed. They don't know how it popped up. But the benefits are unmeasurable when done right.
And then another thing that came up during the course of that conversation, which validated what we've been saying, they're trying to lower the thresholds. I mean, raise the thresholds, right, of what qualifies for this ordinance to get kicked in. Now, if you think about this, up to this point, there's only been 2 deals that have gone through the community benefit process. That's telling you or telling me that the threshold is too high.
Yeah, you need to lower it.
You need to lower it so that you can get more projects into this process. So, and then the 2 projects that went through the process, it didn't fail because of the process.
No, it failed because they backed out.
It failed because the administration changed direction.
Because it was the Rays and the hospital?
And the Moffitt.
And the Moffitt hospital?
Moffitt. And what happened?
Was that hospital? What was Moffitt?
The cancer center.
Yeah.
Okay. Moffitt Cancer Center.
Yeah. So those 2 deals,
they went through the community benefit process.
They actually did not go to fruition, not because of the community benefits agreement, but because of the negotiations or the deal.
I can tell you specifically. So with the Moffitt cancer deal, when the new mayor came in, Mayor Welch, when he came in at the time, he said that the community benefits that the community negotiated were not enough. And he said it wasn't enough housing in the deal. So he canceled the deal. And then the Rays deal, they ended up walking away. We know what happened. But the irony of that is the percentage of housing, the percentage of housing that was in the Moffitt deal was greater than the percentage of housing that was in the Tropicana Field deal. Yes, sir. I'm dead serious.
And wait a minute, hold on.
So yeah,
we only got 2. We got like 5 minutes. So we got 4 minutes. But I will say this: looking at it, and I will give it because I was definitely impressed with the questions, and nobody backed down, or like I felt like the community was put first. In this conversation that I heard. Let me say that
easy with how we wrote this.
Right.
Who bought this item to council?
I think it might have been an administrative thing, and Councilmember Fig Sanders. So Councilmember Fig Sanders introduced it as a new business item to talk about the benefits of the ordinance.
Right.
And then during that process, the standing committees made some recommendations with the administration. So it's like, okay, we have an opportunity to talk about the benefits. We also want to use this as a space to workshop some changes to the policy to try and make it better. But
give away all the options.
Yeah.
But I will say,
but the proposals that they made did not make it better.
And at the ending, what they did say is that, this is a suggestion, not You know,
I heard that. I heard that.
And so they did it. And the fact,
I want to lift this up to another one of the things that they talked about. They said that these recommendations came from the standing committee members. I want to make sure that we clear about what that means, because when you have a standing committee, like we have, not enough time to really tell this whole story, so I'll just say it this way: we know two of the people who are on the community standing committee are our people for real. Like, they helped us write the ordinance, workshop, and advocated for the ordinance. And when they voted to move these forward, the two people that we put on there were outvoted. I'll just say it that way, right. Because this is the democratic process. You need to have more votes than not. We didn't have the votes to say don't.
What it was 2-3?
We got to look at it, something like that.
I mean,
but that's what I'm saying. But just to be clear, when they say these recommendations are coming from the standing committee, it was not unanimous.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It was a split vote among 5 people that made it to this point, and the people who we know and the people who we put on that committee, by God's grace, were not supportive of these. And so I want to make sure that we introduce that into the conversation as well. Thank you for bearing witness, Carrie. She's been really following this too.
Mm-hmm.
And so y'all keep your eyes open on that. It's going to be going to the committee of the whole on March the 12th. We'll do another watch party so that y'all can make sure that we can see our representatives at work. And send letters if you supported of it. Maybe we can start doing something around that. Just say, hey man, leave it alone or lower it. Like, you gotta lower it so that more deals can get in here. Don't change it and then get less people out. There's a few other things that we can talk about on Monday, because there was some other changes that they. Yeah,
I was just going to say that what we can do is help organize the community voice.
Yeah.
People can't make it to city council all the time, but someone make it to Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. So figuring out a way that we can harness our organizing abilities and capture the community voice in a way that hasn't been done before.
Can you hear me now?
That was your final thought.
That was enough. I think that was a good one to end on.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So thank y'all for tuning in, tapping in. It's the last weekend of Black History Month, and so also this Saturday, which is tomorrow, there is the health and wellness walk at Childs Park. All are welcome. And then following that, we have books and breakfast. I've been doing that for 10 years strong now. And so I'll come out, get you some good breakfast, read some books. And I think the family of Andrew Joseph is going to be over there too, talking about some advocacy. And so, if y'all don't know who he is, just Google Andrew Joseph III.
Yes,
and that's who will be coming over to talk about. They're going to be engaging with the community at Books and Breakfast tomorrow. So again, thank y'all. I appreciate all that y'all do.
Write down those 5 things. Right? Be the change you want to be. And see, stay tuned for Sister Hugh.
Lose your shoes and shout all around the house.
This has been the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
This is Qiana.
And I'm one of them is that.
And we out.
Bing, bing.